What? I'm trying. Hold on a moment. What is this? Oh.
To a gaggle of reporters. We're trying to get our microphone.
Hold on. Let's watch this real quick.
It's not a sad day. I don't expect this to happen in this country. You don't expect this to happen to somebody who was the president of the United States. And on the one hand, there's not really any surprises. I know there was a lot of talk over the past several weeks and the past several days about what's going to be in this indictment and what's going to be there that we don't know. There must be something besides what we've been talking about for the past 4 or 5 years. There wasn't. There's nothing. The indictment itself is boilerplate. It doesn't allege any federal crime, any state crime that's been violated. It doesn't allege what the false statement is. And it's really disappointing. It's sad, and we're going to fight it. We're going to fight it hard.
Were you surprised by anything in the indictment?
No.
How about you, Joe? Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was surprised there were no facts in there. I mean, normally in an indictment you have alleged facts. So they said that this was a false business record entry to aid and abet another crime without saying what the other crime was.
Can you talk about his demeanor? How was he doing?
Trump's reaction was when he saw the charges against him.
When you say what his reaction was, what do you expect his reaction was? I mean, his reaction was exactly what would happen if it happened to anybody that I'm looking at now or anybody that's hearing what you're saying.
Who would?
He's frustrated. He's upset. But I'll tell you what, he's motivated, and it's not going to stop him, and it's not going to slow him down, and it's exactly what he expected.
Taco Pina.
And so to that extent,
get his ass, Taco Pina.
But he's also upset and frustrated.
Hey, they don't call me Taco Penis for no reason over
What about the
here.
warnings against his increased rhetoric on Twitter?
Hold on.
What was the former president's
What? There
reaction?
was not a warning. What do you mean?
From the judge, talking about
The judge did
threats
not
to
warn.
Manhattan.
The district attorney made a statement addressing what they perceived to be, I'm not sure what the words they use, inappropriate rhetoric of some sort. Obviously, we responded, and the judge just took it in. The judge didn't warn. He asked the parties to consider what they're saying and not saying.
Guys, he did not admonish the president.
There was no admonishment.
That the president not use language that would incite violence or civil unrest.
He did not request that the president not use language. He requested that everybody involved refrain from using language that's inappropriate. And by the way, that includes the witnesses for the people who are talking just as much as the president.
The former president swinging a baseball bat at the head of the Manhattan DA.
Well, I don't know where you got that because if
That
you
was a tweet sent out by the former president.
no, it wasn't. And first of all,
No, it
that
wasn't.
picture was not swinging a baseball bat. I mean, if you want to distort the facts, go right ahead. I won't address that. Yes, it is. He wasn't swinging a baseball bat.
I want to fucking swing a baseball bat myself over here.
An American-made bat. Someone else put a picture of the district attorney next to him, and in an article posted that. That's not his article. It's not his photos.
It's not using language that incites.
Guys, here's what we're going to talk about today. Here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the insufficiency of this case. And I will say this to you. Today's unsealing of this indictment shows that the rule of law died in this country. Because while everyone is not above the law, no one's below it either. And if this man's name was not Donald J. Trump, there is no scenario we'd all be here today. Please understand that based on these charges.
What are we going to get tonight?
Like, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But that's also partially because, like, you know, we are so used to people who are rich being above the law. That's the only reason. You cook the books in a similar capacity like this, you're going to get fucking fined. You're going to get punished. But when a business owner does shit like this, okay? When a business owner does shit like this, it's basically seen as as just like a minor offense that you could just pay a fine and move on with. Okay? That's it.
Quite frankly, is the best team I've ever worked with, the lawyers. I'm honored to be working with these guys. It's a family, it's a team, and we have one mission, and we'll achieve that mission.
What's your next move?
Why is this guy putting a leg up there? I don't even understand.
Change of venue stuff. When do we?
I mean, we're going to start fighting the case. I didn't mean to be flippant with you.
Hassan, is that based on any evidence at all, or is it just your
The judge set a
vibes?
motion schedule.
No, he's absolutely wrong.
The
What do you
judge set a
mean?
motion
No.
schedule, that requires motion files in 4 months.
Brother,
So that's-
someone else already fucking served a prison sentence for the crime that they're talking about, okay?
It's actually a fact. It's never been charged before.
about that, but like
There's nothing else to say except the district attorney. This office has existed for decades and decades. And
We're gonna look at the
the
statement of facts in a second. To dive in a little bit further and develop a better understanding,
a
but
state prosecutor is prosecuting a federal election law violation that doesn't exist according to federal election law officials. It's as simple as that. That you could sum it all up like that.
Will there be anything else in your motion to dismiss?
That we haven't even come
what about
close
the
to
change of
deciding.
venue? There's all this talk. Can someone address that now?
The defendant could potentially post discovery on social media. Will you commit
Impromptu
your
news
client-
conference outside the courthouse with the attorneys for former President Donald Trump, who right now is nearing LaGuardia Airport for his return to Florida after what was described as about a 45-minute long arraignment hearing in which a number of issues were discussed, including some of the tone of language that had concerned the DA's office from the former president. But his attorneys strongly defending the former president and challenging the DA to come up with facts which they think are not in evidence right now. Laura Jarrett has been working this set of documents.
yeah, I don't know why they were putting the leg. Like, you don't have a leg to stand on. That's what that means, maybe. Okay.